afternoon, everyone. I want to take this time to welcome my family and friends here tonight to bid farewell to the citizens of Barstow. It's going to be a lot harder than I thought. I just want to share a few memories, thoughts about the last 8 years and lessons learned as a council member and mayor. I never aspired to be in politics. Thanks to a few of Margie's friends here at the city, they asked me to run. But Margie wasn't worried because she didn't think I was going to win. Well, little did she know that I don't like to lose. I'm a competitor, and when I commit, I give 100%. My first city council meeting, I was faced with eminent domain issue and was persuaded by city management to vote for taking property from a senior citizen for a $400,000 grant to widen the road. I asked if there was any way we could swap property or even offer more money. The answer was no. I wanted to vote no, but I voted yes. And I didn't sleep for a week. It turned out he ended up suing the city. We lost, and there was no project. John Quincy Adams once said, "Always vote for principle. Though you may vote alone, and you may cherish the sweetest reflection that your vote is never lost." Lesson 1, always vote for principle. A few meetings later, I proposed a sports park director. Prior to the meeting, Councilman Luglig asked me to support another planning commissioner besides Michael Lewis, and I said no. When the sports agenda came up, and was voted on, the vote was 3-2. It didn't pass. I was frustrated and asked Councilmember Lulig why. His response was, "I have to learn how to play the game." In other words, I had to give a little and take a little. Well, I soon learned to play the game. I committed myself that I would study every agenda item, be more prepared than everyone else. I'd research every issue, looked at other cities, Googled every company that came in, contractors we dealt with. Lesson number 2, do your homework. Everyone remembers Helen Runyon, and at my first initial impressions, it was not the best, but I learned to respect her. She taught me to stand up for what I believe was right. I am so grateful I got to know Helen. We named a street next to the new hospital in her memory. Then there was Gloria Darling, who was always encouraging, who always gave me sound advice. We did not always agree on issues, but I consider her a good friend. Whether it was a casino issue, water contamination, or losing good police officers to the sheriff's department, I listened. When the employees had challenges with management, I listened. When a constituent complained about a pothole or graffiti, I listened. Decisions we make are not always popular. There have been many times that I may have stood up for what I believe is right. I may have upset a few people in the process, but there's times where I felt I was alone. Lesson number 3, just listen. We have made major improvements to our city, streets, and other infrastructure and purchased over hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment to support our good friends at the Public Works Department. I thank them. We improved and took over the wastewater facility. We supported CHS and just opened our beautiful new hospital. We have improved our parks and supported cultural events throughout the community, such as Blend Days and Martin Luther King Day Walk. We have made significant improvements in our technology, such as Granicus, Streamline, videos for council meetings, improvements on our websites, and smartphone apps to report issues. We helped form the committee, a film committee, and improved its website. Lesson number 4, constant and never-ending improvements. During my 8 years, I've seen a skate park built for the youth. We finally hired a sports director. We honored the veterans and military by naming streets and started a banner program. We have supported the youth sports such as the 6-time state championship cross-country teams, and the high school bands that traveled to Washington, D.C. When I became mayor, I implemented the leading of the Pledge of Allegiance by our local elementary school students. Our city clerk, Jojo Cruz, and I started the Barstow Youth Advisory Council. One of my biggest accomplishments was working with the Kiwanis of Barstow to help fight childhood obesity. With the sponsorships of the Barstow Mud Run and the Kiwanis Parade Kids Mile, we raised money for the youth and the veterans of the Veterans Home of Barstow. Lesson number 4, support the veterans and youth of Barstow. I'm confused on the lessons, so they're there. They might not be in order, but they're there. We have an accountant in the crowd. Margie's counting. You know what? We have so many organizations and nonprofits here in Barstow that do so much for our citizens. So many good people that give back to the community by time or finances. So many great causes like Relay for Life that inspire people and make a difference in people's lives. I have to acknowledge our religious leaders that pray for us. Lesson number 5, give back to the community. Our city emergency services are stronger than ever. My proudest moment was when council members Helen Rennan and Gloria Darling and myself voted to give our police officers a 25% raise, which they deserve, to be paid as other agencies in our area. We have the best dispatchers that often go unrecognized. They're the best. Our firefighters and our police officers risk their lives every day to protect our city, and I thank you. I'm almost done. The Marine Base and Fort Irwin are part of our community. We have many civilians here in Barstow that repair and improve equipment so our country can better serve, so our military can better serve our country. We have to continue the communications and support for our local bases and continue to lobby for our bases to remain open. Lesson number 6, support our heroes. For the past 4 years, I was glad to be on the board of the Mojave Desert Air Quality Management District. I was proud to serve as their chairman last year. In the last 8 years, I have given keys to the city, or keys to people in the city, proclamations. We celebrated birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, birth, retirements, and championships for our local sports programs. In the last years, we have lost many family members and good friends. Many of them lost their lives to accident, cancer, leukemia, or other illnesses. There is a young kid by the name of Miguel Flores, a friend, former cross-country runner who served in the Navy, lost his life. My Uncle Joe Baca, who would give me words of wisdom. We lost Margie's Mom Mary to complications of a stroke. Our good friend and my best friend's wife, Debbie Doherty, to leukemia. When I was first elected to council, my Uncle Felix, also a mentor, gave me the oath of office. He is no longer here. I miss my cousins Nandy Jr. and my Uncle Bob, who recently passed. Of course, we saw and supported Councilman Haley's when his mom passed. But we're here for each other, for love and support. Lesson number 7, be there for family and friends. I have also faced adversity. The biggest challenge in my life was during my tenure as mayor. It caused grief and humiliation to me and the people I love. I was asked to resign, and there were moments where I felt like giving up or just quitting. But the people of Barstow elected me to be mayor. I preach to my children, when you start something, you finish. With a big challenge, it's easy to quit. Gotta hang in there. I'm sure there's moments when you think, when I thought, what am I doing here? Your family needs you. Your community needs you. I chose not to give up. Instead, I used the negative energy to run and train for the Los Angeles Marathon and hope that I would inspire others. Lesson number 8, never give up. I have the honor of having so many good mentors in the last 8 years that have given me good advice, such as Doc Harmon, Dale and Carol Milligan, Pastor Robert Washington, Mike Bogdan, my good friend Peggy Fries, and of course, my best friend Jim Doherty. I thank you for your words of wisdom and encouragement. With the support of Margie, my mom, Letitia, JJ, and Monica, along with all my family and friends, I just want to give them that special thanks. Lesson number 9, find a mentor smarter than you. To my good friend Councilman Haley, I pray for a speedy recovery and thank you for your friendship and support. To Jojo Kuzno, you're the best at what you do. I thank you. To all council members, we are here to serve the public, work as a team. To criticize or not trust employees or fellow council members causes dissension and hinders all progress. To our new mayor, I wish you the best of luck. Lesson number 10, don't cause dissension. In closing, saying goodbye is never easy. Nothing I have done or accomplished was done by me alone. I appreciate Tanya Concho for keeping me organized throughout the years as my administrative assistant. It happened because of wonderful people like our staff, department heads, great employees, the business community, nonprofit groups, neighborhood groups, and just everyday people who want to make this town a better place to live. I want to thank the people I love, Margie, my mom, our children, my grandchildren, family and friends for supporting me and believing in me. This is my last good night as mayor. I thank all of the citizens of Barstow for the trust and confidence you placed in me. Tomorrow morning I wake up as a private citizen. I am proud to do so. I look forward to it. God bless you. God bless America. Thank you. Ooh, that wasn't